All righty, good evening there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, here with Raider basketball coming your way here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. We have Homecoming 2020 on tap for you here tonight as we welcome in the 10-10 Yorktown Tigers as they take on your 15-4 Wapahani Raiders. Again, we appreciate you all for joining us here for this evening's contest. So we'll get right into things here. Again, Homecoming 2020 live here on the WHS Network tonight. A very big night here for us on the broadcast, and unfortunately, the Wi-Fi here bit the dust. I'll just be brutally frank with you, it bit the dust. We tried to potentially get it back up and going. I mean, it's nothing that we can necessarily do, but we discussed trying to get things fixed, and nothing was able to get fixed. And so I don't know. It is what it is, unfortunately. Broadcast of the JV game went rather smoothly, I think. And then after we ended that broadcast, we was going to start the broadcast of this one live. That is, and we was going to have all the homecoming court festivities, which, by the way, Safani Buck and Olivia Smith won the King and Queen for homecoming. So congratulations to those two wonderful young student athletes, and want to wish them the best of luck throughout the rest of the school year and throughout all their future endeavors. But again, we was going to be on the air for all of that, and unfortunately, like I said, the Wi-Fi here crashed. I mean, literally crashed, and they couldn't get it back up and running, and so that's why we end up having to do this broadcast offline tonight. So we do apologize, but we're going to get right down to business here, folks. The Raiders got the big win last night as they traveled to Daleville, got a big MEC conference victory. 69-38 was the final score there in that one. As the Raiders just keep on keeping on here. We have a 4-game winning streak right now. So, you know, and one of the biggest keys now is continue riding that momentum. You know, like I said, we've won 4 games in a row. You got to keep the ball rolling in the right direction here, because like I said, we've been playing a lot better basketball. I mean, you know, you trying to build up the confidence, get these guys going back in the right direction, and they've been able to do that so far these last 4 games, so it's very welcoming to see again. And it all starts here with a topic that I really always love to talk about, and that's defense. We have brought the intensity on the defensive end. You know, and you're starting to see guys come out here, and I mean, yes, they can get the offense going, but the defense is what feeds the offense, at least in my point of view of things. You know, you have to have a great defense to set the tone early and establish something to where it's going to give your offense an opportunity, because really, I mean, our offense can compete with just about anybody. It's just about finding that rhythm offensively. But once you start to crank it up on the defensive end, hopefully that feeds into our offensive prowess and being able to score at will and really, obviously, put your opponent at a high disadvantage quickly and throughout the entirety of the ball game. You know, so continuing to bring that intensity is going to be key here tonight. More importantly, on the defensive side of the basketball. Also, rebounding and hitting the free throws. We rebounded the ball very well last night. Free throws was a different thing, but we didn't shoot the ball very well last night for the charity stripe. But tonight's a new night. Again, as I always say, you know, obviously you want to hit every free throw if you can, but you know, 80% or better. 80% or better. We'd like to have that 100% mark, but sometimes that's not always the case. But you want to shoot at a minimum of 80% from the free throw line. Hopefully we can do that here tonight. And then lastly, take care of the basketball. You know, I think as the game went along last night, we started, you know, being a little careless with the basketball. That's really not our thing. You know, we usually take very good care of the basketball, and I look for us to do much of the same here tonight. But again, this Yorktown team, they got a couple of real impressive players here. Luke Dunn, most notably here, coming into the night, averaging 19.3 points per game, also 5.7 rebounds. You know, so that's a young man I'd really obviously keep an eye on right there, number 4 here for the Yorktown Tigers. Also, J.J. Evans, another young man averaging 9.7 points a game, also 5.6 rebounds. And then Walker Moore, 7.4 rebounds per game, 5.9 rebounds. And, so when you're able to mix in with a post presence like what Yorktown has and also outside shooting, that's tough. That's tough to guard. And so we've got to come out here ready to play here in tonight's ball game, defend your home court, and hopefully we can get the job done. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame. We'll step aside, and we'll be back here with tonight's national anthem and then the starting lineups here on Homecoming 2020, live on the WHS Network.
Rise, kindly remove your hats, and join the Wapahani Band in the playing of our national anthem.
All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com.
Our public address announcer for the last 12 years, Mr. Jason
We're
Buck, is retiring.
I'm going to leave things here to head coach Matt Luce here for just a second. I'll leave the audio on here for all you fine folks.
The three hardest guys in the school are the principal, the point guard, and our public address announcer. Thank you, Mr. Buck, for making our games the atmosphere, the fun. He's an awesome guy, the nicest guy in the community. Mr. Jason Buck, thank you.
That right there, folks, that is Jason Buck, the PA announcer here for the Wapahani Raiders, your voice of the Raiders. And great guy, I tell you what. I mean, you're not going to find a much better person than Jason Buck. But he's retiring and take his talents elsewhere. Going to spend some time with family, and obviously got his two sons graduating this year, and Safani and Jackson Buck, and just going to spend some more family time and just time to get away and do other adventures, so to speak. But we appreciate Jason. Thanks for your friendship, and thank you for always being well, be really frank, one of the best PA announcers you can have. That's without question. You're definitely one of the best, and we appreciate you and for always spending time with us throughout the years and bringing a lot of recognition to all these fine student athletes. So So, folks, we'll get to the starting lineups here first and foremost. We'll get here to the Yorktown Tigers. Starting off here, number 4, Luke Dunn. Number 20, A.J. Dunn. Number 24, Peyton Byram. Number 32, Walker Moore. And number 34, J.J. Evans. Again, the Tigers coached here by Matt Moulton. All right. So one last time here. We're actually going to let the audio go here to PA announcer Jason Buck for this one. So we're going to leave the audio on and enjoy tonight's introduction. Folks, we hope you could understand Jason. I know with the intro music, which is absolutely out of this world, performed there by the Wapahani Band. But Jason doing his thing. Obviously, I'm sure you can probably hear him sometimes in the background, but not a little bit more clear. Hopefully that was clear enough. But we wanted to do that there, and obviously he'll be back at it next week with senior night, but special evening here for PA announcer Jason Buck. As we get tonight's game underway, Yorktown will get it started as we're going to have an offensive foul. Heck of a way to get the party started here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So Luke Dunn with the offensive foul. I couldn't tell who took one for the team right there. That was a job well done. Spence down low, and the Raiders will throw it away here for the first turnover of the night. And let me tell you, it is a hopping out here from Raider Gymnasium. We get a sellout crowd here tonight. I mean, literally very minimal space. You might have maybe one or two seats here or there, but for the most part, I mean, this is a complete sellout here from Raider Gymnasium. It's great to have all of you join us here tonight, and great to have everyone here to root on your Wapahani Raiders. Dunn here at the top now, swung on here, number 20, A.J. Dunn, down low to Evans. Misses the layup, tipped out, and now the Tigers reset here, and that's going to be a shot up and no good, but Spence will collect the foul. So Trey with his first, team's first. So that will send Luke Dunn to the line for 3 free throws. So the first one here by Dunn will be up, and it will be good. The second of 3, up and good as well. And the third and final free throw here by Luke Dunn will be up, and it will be good. So 3 for 3 there for Dunn, and the Tigers already out here to a 3-0 start. Roush on the right side. Now loose here at the top of the key. Guarded here by Dunn, back outside. Evan Roush to the corner. drives along the baseline, and they will turn it over. He was met there by Evans, and that's going to be the second turnover now of the night here for Wapahani. Dunn up top to Dunn. We got the Dunn brothers. Luke now to the right side. Shots up. No good. Battle for the basketball. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Tigers. So it'll be Raider basketball again. Rebounding going to be very key again here tonight. They got a couple tall orders here. Pretty tall team overall, kind of ranking, which, hey, that's all right. Battle with the best. So we're definitely going to have to key in on the blocking out and the rebounding tonight here for Wapahani on both ends of the floor. Spence into the corner to Roush. Goes it all the way back up top. Drew loose. Takes it to the middle. Shot from the free throw line up. No good. And deflected outwards there as A.J. Dunn takes it coast to coast, but then a swat away by Trey Spence. And bounded all the way out here to Moore. Now Dunn. Back to Morgan, and that's going to be picked off. Loose will get it swatted away. Back outside, Evan Roush for three. Yes, sir! Dialing it up from long range. Evan Roush strikes for the first points of the night for Wapahani. And we're tied at 3 with just about 5.5 remaining here in the first. And Dunn will get that friendly bounce to go. So all 5 points down the night here for Luke Dunn. Spence drives baseline in the corner. There's Drew loose. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by A.J. Dunn. Down court now Luke. Splits the defenders and puts the layup up and good. Loose here with a little shot up near the corner. It's up and good. So Drew will collect on his first points on the night. Now 7-5 Tigers with 4:45 remaining here in the opening quarter. Evans will dish it down low, and that's going to be thrown out of bounds. Now third turnover of the night here for Yorktown. And we're going to have a blocking foul here on number 20, A.J. Dunn, his first, team second. So Evan Roush to inbound here for Wapahani. Down to the back court here to Trey Spence as he'll walk across half court. Now on back to Evan again. Down low, loose, finds it open. Caleb Henderson for two. Nicely done there. Post feed inside. Great denial right there and great help side defense on the backside by Drew Luce. Look at Henderson as he'll be fouled on the play. Foul here on number 24, Peyton Byram, his first. Team's third. So that will send Caleb Henderson now to the charity stripe here for a pair. 7-7. And is your score with 3:55 left to play here in the first. So it's up and rims off, no good. I'll tell you what, he seems to have the worst luck sometimes. You know, these free throws throughout the season here, I mean, they roll off the rim seemingly almost nearly every time. Very tough for the young man. Second free throw attempt will be up. And another one, in and out. For heaven's sakes. That's either all net or nothing at all, I suppose. That's frustrating for him, I'm sure of it. Evans down low here as Dunn will get it stripped away, and that's going to be lost out of bounds off the Tigers. Great defense there down low by Trey Spence. I think maybe even it was either Henderson or Davis might have got in on the action there as well. Trey Spence here on the right side. Henderson, look at the ball movement, a little inside-outside game. Evans, that is loose now for three, gets it blocked there by Moore. So down court now, Luke Dunn takes a shot from the free throw line and drains it. So back to a 2-point lead here for Yorktown. 3:05 remaining. Trey Spence here in the corner. Looking to go to work all by himself. Steps up for the shot. No good. Rebounded there by J.J. Evans. Down court, and the Tigers once again turn it over. Now 6 turnovers. So, we've got to start converting here on these opportunities. Davis now on the rouse. The three-pointer's up and no good. Loose corralling the rebound. Now Davis underneath can't get it to go, and now we're going to have a jump ball. And the possession arrow is going to favor Wapahani. Inbounded to Henderson, back to Rouse, pulled the trigger and fires, no good. Rebounded by Moore. It's no foul called on the shot. Dunn, back to Dunn. Evans takes it into the middle, and layup will be up and good. Up top, here's Henderson on the Spence. Little spin move here now. Drops back, down low, and a near turnover, and the Raiders are going to possibly turn it over. I'm not sure. So we'll have the meeting of the minds. I would imagine that if they don't know who threw it out of bounds, then, all right, so it's going to be Yorktown basketball. I was going to say if they didn't know who was the last touch there, then I would imagine they'd just go to a jump ball situation, which the possession arrow would have favored Yorktown. So third turnover now for the Raiders on the night. Down here by 4, 11-7. Evans will get it blocked away by Henderson, and then loose collected on the rebound, and then was fouled on the play here by J.J. Evans. His first, team's fourth. Trey Spence on the inside, and a little jumper down and through the net. First points of the night now for Trey. The Raiders lead it here by 2, or down by 2 rather. Tigers lead it by 2 points, 11-9. And A.J. Dunn no good. Rebounded there by Davis, his first board of the night. So the Raiders either look to tie or take the lead here. See if we hold for the last shot of the quarter here. As it's looking right now, looks like that's going to be the case. We got 20 seconds to play. Tigers 11, Wapahani 9. Then have yet to really get the offensive moving here. But things can change quickly, I'll tell you that. Nice pass, and look at the finish. We're rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. And the shot's up and no good, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So the Raiders and the Tigers are tied at 11 after the end of one here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. We'll step aside for break, and we'll be back here with more on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. I'd like to thank our sponsors here this evening, Kara J. Wolf DDS PC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue here in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. You can contact them at 765-288-1560, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Thursday. So greatly appreciate Kara J. Wolf DDS PC. As we head out here to the second quarter of play, and both teams tied at 11. Luke Dunn here at the top of the key, guarded there by Henderson. Now switch back there on defense. Now got number 24 Byram up top, and now back to him again. And Moore will throw it away. A solid defense there by Henderson. 7 turnovers now for Yorktown, which coming into the night, the Tigers average 15.2 turnovers a game. Spence takes it to the rack and puts it right on in. So Spence now with 6 points. Again, Trey on the season averages right around 17 and a half a game. No good there for Dunn. Henderson collecting on his first rebound of the night. Spencer on the right wing. Sent back over now. Left side here, loose, back to Trey. Back over to Drew, the three-pointer's up and drained from downtown. Drew loose with his first three of the night, 5 points overall to go along with 2 rebounds. And the Raiders are ahead, 16-11. Another Tiger turnover. Step up three again, no good that time for Drew. I guess he was feeling in the moment right there, as we'll have a timeout taken by the Tigers. First charge timeout here of the evening. So we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the break. Here, I'd like to thank some more sponsors tonight. Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best here tonight, as they're located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles and quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle, or like some more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903. And also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. So back to basketball here is, again, your Raiders with a 16-11 lead. That's a 9-0 run here by Wapahani. We was down 11-7. The rebound there by Luce just a moment ago gives him now 3 on the night. There's Evan Roush, three-pointer up, rims out, no good. Good looking shot. Down low here, number 13, Jeffers, now to Byram for 3, no good. Roush collecting on rebound number 1 of the night. Again, we have Roush, Davis, Lou, Spence, and Castor on the floor here for Wapahani. Luce on the right side now. Spence on the inside. Yes. Finagling his way right through the Tiger defense with ease. Now 8 points on the night here for Trey. Down low, and Byram wide open for 2. So back to a 5-point Raider lead. Luce takes it in, kicks it out. Now Castor on to Davis. Hand off. Now Trey Spence looking to go to work here for Wapahani. Shot near the corner, up, no good that time. Rebounded there by Luke Dunn. Dunn into the corner, three-pointer, no good that time. Tipped back out now to Walker Moore. Steps up for the 3, rims out. Luce with the rebound, his 4th. Cross-court pass, here's Trey Spence. So drag it out, send it back over here to Drew. Roush from the corner and will be fouled on the shot. So the foul here on number 32, Walker Moore, his first, team's 5th. So again, that's going to send Evan Roush to the charity stripe here for 2 of them. And the first one will be up and good here for Evan. 4 points down the night here for Roush as we'll see Henderson back in for Davis. And a second free throw up and good as well. Nicely done there from Evan. 5 points now for Roush here on the night. 20-17 lead. Back to a 7-point lead here for Wapahani. Dunn for 3 and off the mark there. Rebounded there by Roush. As Trey Spence down here on the floor. Looked like he got tangled up there, got hit in the knee. For heaven's sakes. We had too much action like this last week or so. We had Drew get injured last week at Monroe Central, which luckily he's all right. So Trey will get back up and hobble off the floor here, so we hope that Trey's going to be all right. We'll see Walker Cook enter the ball game, seeing his first action tonight. All right, so Roush brings it up floor here with Wapahani ahead by 7, 20-13. And a bad pass there. Henderson threw it right at Roush's knees. And Dunn fouled on the layup. So the foul here on Luce, his first. Team second. And that will send number 4, Luke Dunn, to the line for 2 shots. First one will be up, and off the front iron, no good. And the free throw will be up and good. So a timeout now taken by Wapahani. 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout here. We like to thank some more sponsors here tonight. The Liberty Perry Alumni Association. President Richard Morse, Liberty Perry Alumni Association, serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also, to purchase an engraved brick for the alumni brick walkway out here in front of Wapahani High School, you can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. So we greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network as we come back out of the timeout here with Wapahani ahead 20-14. Luce in the corner to Castor, back up top. Now Luce finds Henderson. Tell you what, if you're Castor right there, I understand it's probably not the best of three-point shooters that we have on the team, but if you're going to be wide open, you might settle for that shot. I don't know how Coach would feel about that, but I mean, for heaven's sakes, you're going to leave me wide open. Surely to goodness I can knock it down. And speaking of knocking things down, Drew Luce rattled one home. 8 points down the night here for Drew. Second three now, Evans off the mark there. Cook with the rebound. Walker Cook. Roush here on the right side. He got, again, you have Luce, Roush, Cook, Castor, and Henderson on the floor here for your Raiders. Castor there at the free throw line, back out. And a nice denial right there. For heaven's sakes, that was a travel. Unfortunate there. 5 turnovers now for the Raiders. Tipped up in the air. Who wants to get it? Well, number 13 does. That is Zach Jeffers. Luke Dunn splits the middle and gets the finger roll to go. So it looks like Trey Spence is going to be all right. He's checking back in down there on the floor. So next dead ball, he'll be back in on the floor here for the Raiders. So that's good to see. I just got a what they call dead leg, if you will. I think it was kind of like knee to calf, somewhere around in that area. And obviously that does not feel very good, but it's comforting to know that it looks like he's going to be all right. As Castor will be fouled. Fouls on number 4, Luke Dunn, his second, team 6th. So back to the line we go. Castor at the charity stripe this time around. And the first one again rattles in and out. Having a tough break of things there from the charity stripe tonight. We are now 2 of 5. And all 3 misses have went in and out. Not much more you can do about it. You have 2 by Henderson, already 1 here by Castor. This is what it is. Hopefully we can sink this one right here. Get back to 500. And he does. Nicely done. So Castor there with his first point on the night. 24-16, Wapahani on top here with 1:24 remaining here in the first half. Again, not a big-time offensive prowess here this evening. But again, it's just kind of been slow moving here. We've had different times throughout the ball game here where we've had some opportunities to really kick it into high gear, and we haven't quite got there yet. We got a substitution here. We'll have Evan Roush back in here for the Raiders. He'll sub in for Blake Castor. Nice job there by Blake. Luce all the way out here at the volleyball line. Screen set here by Davis. Now Henderson on to Roush. Another screen. Roush pulls it back out. Now back to Davis. Davis is yet to score in this game, by the way. Like to see him get something going. You've got to be patient. The three-pointer looked like Luce had been fouled. And no call on the play. And again, I'm not just saying that because, we're broadcasting for Wapahani. I mean, a foul's a foul. Looked like it to me, but still nonetheless kind of a foul before the shot, so on the ground. Here on Davis, his first. Team's third. Oh, man. There, if you're Davis, bad foul right there. Very unfortunate. So Davis will pick up his second. Team's fourth. And a free throw will be up and good. All right, so 24-19. Let's end this on a good note here in this first half. Henderson draws it back out now. Roush to Henderson. Three-pointer up, no good. Gets his own rebound. A battle for it underneath, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Okay then, 24-19, your halftime score. We'll step aside here for a break. We got your halftime report coming up live here on the WHS Network.
Need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, we have some more homecoming festivities going on. The freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes showcasing their floats here this evening. Again, there's that's the junior float right there that you're seeing. Again, each one has a theme. We'll see a little bit more once they come back through. So we'll start off here. We got the freshman class. That is the Dora the Explorer theme. I feel like I'm a part of the Macy's Day Parade here. We got Scooby-Doo for the sophomore class. Next up, the junior class here with SpongeBob SquarePants. And then lastly here, the senior class with Rugrats. Right on. All right, so that's the homecoming floats here tonight. Again, the Liberty Perry Alumni Association now will take over charge of things, as the Liberty Perry Alumni Association will recognize the class of 1970. 50 years ago, they graduated out here from Wapahani High School. They was the third graduating class here from Wapahani. So this is a very big deal, very, very big deal. And they have a nice showing here tonight. I believe there's right around 20 or 30 class members there from the class of 1970. So that's great. You know, great to have them out here and seeing all them. I'm sure it brings back a lot of memories. Well, I'll tell you the truth. Most things have probably stayed the same out here. There has been quite a few changes. So there's no question about that. The gym looks a little bit different. But again, you know, obviously the gym looks a little bit different. Some other different areas, splash of color here and there. But really, for the most part, this school is just about the same as what it was back in when it opened in 1967. But you got to moderate things and keep it updated to the times. And Liberty Perry School Corporation has done a nice job of doing that, as well as Wapahani High School, all of the schools. So, like I said, I'm sure it's really neat for this class of 1970 to come back and kind of be back home again, so to speak. You know, where it all started. And I'm sure you got some people that still live here, some other ones maybe that moved away to another state, or whatever the case might be, a different county in the state of Indiana. But still very, very neat thing. So I want to just give them the recognition. Again, you have President Richard Morris right there, and also just a lot of work that goes into this. He has a fantastic board, Richard does, as the recognition begins here this evening. But they have a fantastic Liberty Perry Alumni Association board that really puts all this stuff on and really, I tell you what, like I said, just puts a lot of work into everything. They have the engraved brick walkway out here in front of Wapahani High School. They headed that up and got the approval there from Superintendent Brian Rouse and the Liberty Perry School Board to do that, and it's just a really neat thing. But, to have different recognitions like this every year now, you have a 50-year recognition from here on out for quite a while. It's just it's a neat thing. It really is. It's a very neat thing to have them do this and like I said, to put all the work that they do. And this is tireless hours. So that, they deserve a lot of recognition here as well for all that they do. But we'll go ahead and step aside here for a break. We're going to obviously have the video on for all of this, for all of the recognition of this 1970 class. We're going to step aside for a break, and we're going to be back here with more of our halftime report here on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, as we wrap up our halftime report here this evening, going to have, I just finished up the recognition there of the class of 1970. So like I said, it's just it's really great to have them as guests here this evening. It's absolutely fantastic to be able to have them here tonight and getting recognized for 50 years from graduating out here at Wapahani High School. We're going to go ahead and give you the scoring breakdown here at the half. The Raiders were led here by Trey Spence, 8 points. Also Drew Luce with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Followed here by Evan Roush, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Also we have Caleb Henderson, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and Blake Castor with 1 point. Braxton Davis and Walker Cook with a rebound apiece. And for a grand total of 24 points scored here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, here in the second half, we've got to start bringing it a little bit more when it comes to the offensive end here. We've, I think, had one too many empty possessions, and really, we took good care of the basketball. We only had 5 turnovers. That's not bad. So we're taking good care of the basketball. It's just not we're executing on opportunities when we've had them. So we need to do just a little bit better job of finishing on the offensive end, and hopefully things will trend good in our direction. But the good thing is you still have a 5-point lead. We're doing a great job defensively. Solid job. We've had a couple little mental lapses here and there, but you're going to have that in ball games. That's going to happen. So just about limiting those amount of lapses, and hopefully is able to execute from there on out. But the defense has been great, absolutely spectacular here tonight, and hopefully that will continue here into the second half. So, folks, again, this has been our halftime report. We have right about 2.5 to 3 minutes left, and so we'll step aside, and we will be back here with the start of the second half here on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we get this third quarter underway here in just a moment. It'll be Raider basketball coming out of the break. And we'll have our starters back in here to open up the second half. Spence here to Henderson, now on the loose at the free throw, or at the volleyball line rather. Takes it inside and gets a block away. Davis comes up with it, now back outside. Screen there by Henderson, loose. Takes a shot near the corner, it's up and tickles the twine. So loose now with 10 points on the night. And 7-point lead here for your Raiders. Walker Moore for two and gets it to roll in. And a loose ball turn. Oh, wow. Will it be a turnover? It will be, and then also a foul to go along with it. Trey Spence will pick up his second, team's first of the half. Byram here on the right wing, guarded by Evan Roush. Now swung on, Dunn. Takes it to the middle, is looking for that spin move. Byram here for three, no good. And that's going to go ahead and head right on out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Henderson. Trying to track it down, but also to make sure that no one else could get to it. Luce takes it to the elbow, now back into the corner. Here's Roush. And we're going to have a blocking foul here on number 20. So Dunn will pick up his second. Team's first of the half. So we'll see Walker Cook now in the ball game. Coming in for Henderson. Roush now swung on to Spence. Takes it, finds Cook in a corner, three-pointer up, no good. And Luce falls out of bounds when he had been touching the basketball at the time. So Tigers will take over again. You know, if we can just start to generate something offensively here to get some momentum going in our direction, then obviously good things will start to happen for us here. But so far, the offense has been a little stagnant here. Really can't seem to get much going. It's really been that way throughout the ball game there as Luke Dunn gets the friendly bounce to go. So Roush across half court with the Raiders leading it by 3, 26-23. Cook back out to Roush. Nice find right there, Roush. No good on the three. So that's one thing, and it all started right there. You've seen Trey Spence dribble and drive towards the basket. And Dunn's going to lose that one out of bounds as number 41, Cedric Anderson Jr. will now re-enter the game here for the Tigers. But again, from Wapahani's standpoint, you got to look to attack the rim a little bit more. I understand, with Yorktown, some of their defense that they've been playing throughout the ball game here. Now they're resorting to more of a man-to-man defense. I'd be attacking the rim every time, and that's exactly what Roush does. Unfortunately, just couldn't complete the layup there. But every time down, I'm hammering it down there at him. You're going to defend me and try to force me to make a mistake that I'm not going to have. Nice hustle there from Drew Luce. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with a basketball. I guess Yorktown doesn't want the ball back. They didn't have anybody down there to inbound. So Anderson will inbound the ball here to A.J. Dunn. Again with Wapahani 26, Yorktown 23. Dunn takes it in and into the corner. And Luke Dunn takes his eyes off it there, and that's going to be turnover number 2 here in the second half. Nice attack to the rim. Finger roll, got it to go there by Trey Spence. And we've seen it now the last 3 possessions. We're going towards the rim, and then now that one, he did kick it back out there to Evan. That was a good quality shot. It forced the defense to kind of more or less suction cup down and left someone wide open. By the way, that was a nice deflection there by Spence there on the defensive end just a moment ago. Dunn here for 3. No good. I tell you what, just bounced the wrong way there for Wapahani. Blocked away by Cook. Nicely done by Walker there. See, you got to look for little things to build some momentum. Hey, you got a basket down here. You got a block shot down here. Now put some more points on the board right here. Start to build some momentum going back in your favor here. Loose here for three, no good. That would have been big time if we could knock that one down. Moore for trying to find Dunn there on the back cut. Now out to Anderson Jr. Luke Dunn now her left side. Down low here to Moore. Defended by Davis. That was great defense. Nice help side there by Walker Cook as well. Down low, Cook right there. Yes, sir. Nice find by Roush and nice finish by Cook. So that got the Raider fans up a little bit more and cheering. Timeout taken here by Yorktown. It'll be their second charge timeout here tonight. And that'll send us to a break here as well. Wapahoney leads Yorktown 30-23 here with 2:21 remaining here in the third quarter.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, welcome back as we come out of the timeout here with the Raiders on top here, 30-23. And it's Tigers basketball down low there to J.J. Evans for two, and won't get the friendly bounce to go. Rebounded there by Davis, only his second rebound of the night. Cross-court pass here now. Trey Spence back over to Roush. Obviously, the Raiders not in a big hurry here, obviously. And turn it over, that's just forcing things a little too much. Done no good. Evans with the rebound and putback. Got to find a way to block out right there. Attack the rim again. Spence steps up for the three, off to the left. Tipped up in the air and out of bounds off the Raiders. Byram now down low. Evans. Shot fake finds Luke Dunn for two. So back to a three-point lead. All right, come on here, fellas. And a shot blocked there by Evans there on Drew Luce. And that's a nice takeaway from Henderson. Excellent job there by Caleb. All right, so you got your defensive stop. We got to start putting some points on the board here. Obviously, they know that. It's not like it's any secret. I mean, you play the game, you got to score points to win. But, I don't know, it seems like in this ball game tonight, we have not been able to get anything going. We had something going early, but really haven't been able to start getting anything going here. That would have been nice to have as well. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Well, that's unfortunate. But good thing is, the Raiders still have a 3-point lead here at the half, or at the end of the third. My goodness gracious. Been a long night. So nonetheless, here we'll step aside for a break. We'll be back here with your fourth quarter play here on the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, here we are back here on the WHS Network. 30-27, Wapahani leads it as we enter the fourth quarter. Again, a little bit, you have that dramatics again like it was last year. If you remember correctly, last season, Wapahani won on a buzzer beater 3 by Trey Spence. We won at 60-58. That was one of the more thrilling shots I've probably seen as far as from us broadcasting. That was definitely one of the more thrilling shots. And then to see the fans' reaction was priceless. But hopefully it's not that dramatic here tonight. Hopefully we can start taking better care of business here on the offensive end. But Luke Dunn will tie it up with that 3-point basket. And now the Tigers are on a 7-0 run. He's up 30-23 there in the third. Again, we are well below our scoring average. Average 63.7 a game. Only allow 47.3. So we're doing good in the defense department. We're still under that mark, but now if we can, start generating some offense here, attacking the rim. Roush, a corner 3, and it's up, and it's good from downtown. Evan Roush strikes for a second 3 of the night. Gives him out 8 points. So maybe, a little bit of life can come. Hey, here's Trey Spence and the layup. Man, oh man, I was looking for the slam dunk. I think everyone else was as well. But we'll take the 2 points. That's what matters the most. So back here to a 5-point lead, 35-30. No good there. Davis corralling the rebound. Got to keep it rolling. Got some good things going now. Loose here for 2, and it is money. 37-30. The Raiders have answered right back with 7 unanswered of their own. That's a great answer here by the Raiders. Again, got to keep it rolling here. And that's a travel there by Evans. No call. All right, so Spence will get the rebound. That's his first of the night. All right, so now this is fun. Just got to hold on to the old basketball here. Byram takes it inside, and a layup up and good. So loose here with a handoff here to Evan Roush. 5:03 remaining here in regulation. Roush draws it back out, finds Henderson now on the loose, left wing. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Wapahani. This will be their second charge timeout of the night. And that'll give us some time to get some more information on you fine folks out there in Raider Nation. This is a little news statement here by the Selma Athletic League. They told me to give the information to all you fine folks out there that have little ones that are going to be playing some baseball and softball down there at the Selma Athletic Ballpark. The league will be starting up here, a lot sooner than you think. We got about a couple months or so until that happens, but registration, the deadline is March the 1st, so next weekend is the deadline, March 1st of 2020. Again, the registration fee is $75. Again, you must do the registration all online on their website, so make sure to get on there, log in. It's the same information from last year, except obviously with a renewed form for this year. Just got to follow all the directions there and answer the questions, and make sure to pay online, or you can also, I believe, send it in the mail. So again, if you do have any questions or trouble, you can email the Selma Athletic League at salbaseball2019@gmail.com, or you can message the Selma Athletic League on Facebook. So just something to look forward to, again, for the little ones. They're going to be playing baseball or softball down there at the Selma Athletic Ballpark this season. And the Raiders will turn it over as we come back to break here. Now their 8th turnover for the ball game. Byram now for, or no, that was Luke Dunn, excuse me. So now 4 points consecutively here by Yorktown. Again, the last about 4 minutes or so, it's been a game of the runs here, if you will, so to speak. Yorktown had a 7-point run. We came right back with a 7-0 run of our own, and now Yorktown doing the same thing now with a 4-0 run. Just the offense a little stagnant here tonight. Yeah, unfortunately you're going to have games like that. As frustrating as it is, that's where defense is even that much more important. Because more than likely, defense is what's going to win this ball game tonight. Because the offense isn't at its best. But hey, we'll take that one. Drew Luce dialing it up from long range. 3rd three of the night there for Drew. Dunn will get it stripped away. It's going to be out of bounds there off of the Tigers. Nice hands by, I know Trey Spence got on any action. I think maybe even Henderson as well. I'm not completely positive there. But it's 40-34. Wapahani on top here. 3:22 remaining. Still plenty of time. Davis. I don't even know if Davis has even taken. He's probably taken, I think, maybe 1 or 2 shots tonight. And that's been from close range. Yet to even score. Hasn't even taken a 3-point attempt. You got to credit Yorktown's defense. Got to give them a lot of credit. A corner 3 from Roush, and it's up, and it's good! And the Raiders lead it by 9. Heck yes! So the timeout taken here by Yorktown. 3rd charge timeout here of the evening. So they have 2 left. Wapahani with 3 left. As we got 2:48 remaining with the Raiders on top here by 9. We'll step aside for a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here with more here on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, here we are back on the WHS Network. It's Wapahani 43, Yorktown 34. Again, back-to-back possessions there. You got a couple of made threes. Again, it hasn't, obviously, and I've said it time and time and again, it hasn't been our best offensive performance. You're going to have nights like that. But that's where you got to step up even bigger defensively to get more stops, give yourself some other opportunities in order to win this ball game here tonight. Outside here, Byram for three, and it's up and it's good. So back to a 6-point game. Spencer on the left side, takes it in. Now out to Castor. Here's Luce at the top of the key. 2:05 remaining now. Oh boy, nearly turned it over. Luce left wing here, steps back out. Now on to Davis. Hand off to Spence. Takes it inside. The shot fake up and no good on the shot. This right here just has a making for the Dramatics. Nice turnover right there created by Roush. 5 turnovers now here in the second half gives them now 13 for the ball game. Again, you got to give a lot of credit there to Yorktown. They started out poorly with the basketball. End up having 8 first half turnovers. Taking much better care of the basketball. You've got to give them a lot of credit there. And we'll have a blocking foul called here on Yorktown. Both teams with only 1 foul apiece. Now 2 fouls, this time on number 34, Evans. His second, team second. Inbounded here to Luce, and now he'll be fouled. Foul here on Luke Dunn, his third. Team's third. Inbounded here in the backcourt here to Spence, now to Roush. Spence here with the basketball. Look at the spin move there. And now a timeout. A smart timeout there by head coach Matt Luce. Spence got himself into an awkward predicament right there. So now 2 timeouts left for both teams. With 1:04 remaining, it's 43-37 Wapahani. Again, I'd like to thank some more sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we got the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Again, that is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Also, I'd like to send out a big thanks to Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin and located in 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which have been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So we're back to basketball here, as it'll be Wapahani basketball with 1:04 remaining in regulation. Have a 6-point lead. So again, you never know what can happen here. You know, there's still plenty of time. Main thing here is for Wapahani is being able to take good care of the basketball, and then potentially you're going to end up shooting some free throws here. So the foul here on Peyton Byram, his second, team's fourth. And a foul now on J.J. Evans, his third, team's fifth. And Byram will now pick up his third, team sixth. All right, so only one more foul to go. Inbounded to Spence. Down court, here's Roush. And now a foul. And this one's going to be on number 20, Dunn. That's going to be his third, team seventh. So the Raiders are now in the bonus. And we'll send Evan Roush to the line here for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Number 13, Zach Jeffers, re-enters the game here for Yorktown. And the first free throw will be up and off the back iron. A rare miss there for Evan. Down court here, Byram for three, no good. Henderson collects on the rebound. Oh, for goodness sakes. So the foul will be on Evans. His fourth, team's eighth. Tell you what, things got sketchy there quickly. Goodness gracious. Kind of getting a little too far ahead of ourselves here. Okay, so back to the line again here for Roush, and that one will fall through. (44-37). The second of two free throws will be up and good. Nicely done. Dunn now outside of Byram for three. Well off the mark there. Roush on the rebound. Down court. Henderson will be fouled. With 24 seconds to play. Fouls on number 32, Walker Moore, his second, team's ninth. So now A.J. Dunn back in here for Byram. So again, Henderson out the line, 1-and-1. And the first one's up and no good. Moore now for three, no good. Dunn gets a rebound but gets it blocked away, and that pretty much all that secures that. Nice block there by Trey Spence. So the foul there on J.J. Evans. That's going to be his fifth, team's 10th. So Evans is now out of the ball game, so he gone. So Davis now at the line, shooting two. And the free throw's up and no good. Boy, oh boy. The second one, up and good. So Davis now officially gets into the point column. That's his first point of the night, go along with 4 rebounds. Moore here for a deep three, and that's off the mark there, and the Raiders will run off the rest of the clock. And here we are. Final score here this evening. Your Wapahoe Raiders defeat the Yorktown Tigers 46-37. The Raiders now improve to 16-4 on the season, while Yorktown falls to 10-11. Folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with our Raiders Side postgame coming up here on the WHS Network. That's good stuff right there, folks. Again, Jason Buck getting the duties here tonight to give the team clap there in the middle at the end of a Raider victory. So, folks, again, as the team walks over to the band, thanks to them for playing for them once again here tonight. Again, it was a great showing, great fans, coming out here. Obviously a big night, cheering on their teams. Both teams able to come away with victories tonight. All the homecoming festivities was a great evening of basketball, and we're happy to bring all this to you right here on the WHS Network. So again, folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with our Raiders Live postgame right after this commercial break. Alrighty, folks, welcome back in our Raiders Live post-game report as your Wapahani Raiders on the smiling side of the scoreboard here tonight with a 46-37 victory over the Yorktown Tigers. Again, your Raiders now improved to 16-4 and 6-2 in the MEC Conference after last night's win at Daleville. And, again, it was just one of those games. Offensively, we weren't clicking on all cylinders like we normally are. Like I said, you're going to have games like that sometimes, unfortunately, but our defense, again, was spectacular. Just all game long, brought the intensity, was frustrating that Yorktown offense. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the Yorktown defense as well. They really played a solid game for themselves on the defensive end, really gave us some troubles. And really couldn't get into our offense. It was hard for us to get things going, and at least from my analysis, that's the way it looked to me anyway. Just like I said, just really couldn't get anything going offensively, but we had enough, and like I said, our defense really showed up again here tonight, which really, in my opinion, was the biggest reason why we won this game, because of, where we kind of fell short a little bit offensively, we was able to pick up with our solid defense. And, like I said, when you have games like that, it makes it even that much more important and even better of a win, really, for me, or at least from my standpoint, that, it shows what we can still do even though we might not have our best offensive night. And that Yorktown team, they're a spunky little group. You got to give them a lot of credit, and they've been playing a lot better basketball this season. You're under a first-year head coach here in Matt Moulton. he'll get them going in the right direction. The guys just got to follow and learn, more or less. Just like it is for any other basketball team. You've got to learn. You got to have the willingness to learn, and you got to go out there and put it all out there on the floor each night. So. Tigers, they'll be all right. There's no question about that. But, like I said, you got to give them a lot of credit defensively. They did their job. We did our job on the defensive end, and we just did just enough offensively to get the W here tonight. The scoring breakdown here overall, the Raiders were led here tonight by Drew Luce at a team-high 15 points to go along with 5 rebounds, followed by Evan Roush, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Trey Spence, 12 points, 1 rebound. Then we'll have Walker Cook, 2 points, 1 rebound. Caleb Henderson, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Braxton Davis with 1 point, 4 rebounds. And then Blake Castor with 1 point. Again, for a grand total 46 points total for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, they will be back at it on Tuesday night. We got a heck of a hike Tuesday evening as we'll head on down to Centerville, and we'll take on the Bulldogs. That'll be a JV start time of 6 o'clock for that one. Varsity game to follow. I'm not sure if we'll be live or not. We'll get some more information once we get there on Tuesday evening. But that should be, like I said, a interesting ball game. Centerville on the season. The record doesn't look all that great, but like I always say, you can never overlook any team. So we've got to be prepared and be ready to go out there and bring our A game come Tuesday night at Centerville. Big road game for us, and hopefully we can take care of business. But again, we want to say again a special thanks to the class of 1970 for joining us here tonight at Raider Gymnasium, as they was recognized at halftime for their 50th year. They was the 3rd graduating class in Wapahani High School history. So that's a very big deal, and they've been recognizing them now for the last 3 years now for each 50th year reunion, so to speak. And then the Liberty Perry Alumni Association does such a great job with them, and we appreciate them for sponsoring us a great deal. And so a big thanks to them, and just again a great recognition to all those fine folks of the class of 1970 for joining us here tonight from Raider Gymnasium, back in their old stomping grounds. And then lastly here, again, we want to congratulate Jason Buck. This isn't the last time he'll be announcing. Still got one more to go. But, again, as I was mentioning earlier, and I left the audio on there for head coach Matt Luce to talk about there after the starting lineups. But Jason Buck, our PA announcer, is going to be retiring after the season. He's going to pack up shop. He's going to have the old mic drop and all. And leave it to the hands of whoever will take over after him. But I guarantee you that's going to be some tough shoes to fill, because Jason is definitely one of a kind. He's a great guy, great godly man, and really has done a lot for Wapahani athletics out here for the basketball program, and being the voice of the Raiders. And that's a very big deal. I know to him, he puts a lot of time into it, and he tries to make it as great as possible, to get. And it's not just about saying names. It's the fan interaction. It's getting the fans excited at a basketball game, especially in times where maybe the games aren't going as well as you hope. Having the music and the voice, to draw your attention towards the floor and to the game is so important. And like I said, just the overall interaction of things and intertwining it all. That's a big job for a PA announcer, and believe me, I know from all the experience that I have, but Jason does a fantastic job. He's always done a great job, and we appreciate him and his friendship and all for he's done out here at Wapahani athletics and for the high school and all, and the community as well. He's just a wonderful guy, wonderful family. Again, his sons Jackson and Sofani, they're going to be graduating this year. So that was a big deal here for him tonight. Both of those young men were on the homecoming court for their senior class for King and Queen contest there. But again, we just want to congratulate Jason. We're going to try to get him up here next week, actually, for our senior night, for our post game. We're going to try to get him up here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it done. We're going to try to do our very best to get it done. I know, He obviously doesn't like to talk much, I don't think. Obviously, that's a big joke. But we're going to try to get him up here and recognize him some more and talk to him a little bit, because he definitely deserves it, without question. But, folks, again, we thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's been a long evening here for us, but we appreciate you all for joining us. Also, a special thanks to all of our sponsors. Can't do any of this without them, so we greatly appreciate them. And, again, we'll be back at Tuesday night at Centerville, folks. So until then, I'm Brandon Warvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.